everybody, it's Bruce Kulick. Enjoy Tales of a Kiss Geek.
Hey guys, and how you doing? Welcome to Tales of a Kiss Geek. So of course in this one, we have to talk about Kiss 2020 Goodbye. Now my overall thoughts of this were I thought it was extremely enjoyable. I didn't get to see it live at the time because in Ireland the times just didn't match up work-wise and things like that. I worked out the time that they were going to do midnight and I synced it up to work out when they celebrated midnight, so did I. So I watched it technically on time, but not live. I thoroughly enjoyed the set list. They did some great songs. I was expecting the end of the road set list, to be fair. I knew we were going to get Detroit Rock City first, Shout It Out Loud. I knew Say Yeah would be in there, which is cool, because I love the current Kiss lineup, so I was looking forward to that one. Do You Love Me was a cool one that stuck out. I wasn't sure if we were going to get that, because I know that's a bit of an interchangeable song. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. I was actually expecting we'd get Crazy Crazy Nights, and I was a little let down when we didn't, because I was thinking they don't usually pull that one out in the States or in some other cities, but usually when they do Europe, they play Crazy Crazy Nights because it was a huge hit. So I was kind of thinking that since they're catering for everybody worldwide, we would have gotten Crazy Crazy Nights, but we didn't. Anyway, we got a great set nonetheless. So I enjoyed the overall feel of the show. I felt the camera work was really great, and the sound just sounded unreal. It was a great soundboard recording. The bass was really loud. Not too loud, but we could hear overall what Gene was doing. I thought Paul sounded really strong. I thought Eric was really cool. Tommy, you know, it's always Tommy. You know what to expect. Gene sounded cool. I liked the two new instruments we saw. So we saw Gene Simmons' new Gibson Thunderbird bass, and we saw Paul Stanley's new Ibanez. I was really happy with those, and I feel that I was looking at some of the rehearsal photos, and I wasn't too sure how the guitars were gonna look. So like, it's much different obviously looking at a rehearsal photo than a live video when they're actually playing the new guitars. I think Paul Stanley's Les Paul shape Ibanez really suits him down to the ground. Some people were comparing it to his Silvertone and his Washburn from the Live to Win tour. I didn't like those at all, but I do like his new Ibanez now. I love Gene's Thunderbird bass. I think it looks really cool, but I'm a little surprised, or a little maybe confused, as to why he didn't use the one with the red pickguard. I don't know, maybe we'll see it soon. They surprised us with an extra song, so I was not expecting at all. When I heard the rundown of the songs, I kind of knew what we were in for and what we were going to get. When Paul Stanley kind of hinted that they had a little bit of extra time, I was thinking, oh, what's going to happen now? But then they came out with Strutter. And of course, they finally listened to the fans that are saying, why aren't they doing Strutter on the End of the Road tour? Why isn't Strutter in the set? Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, now it is, because really, it sounds really cool and it should have always been there. I'm just happy that they broke it out for this show. And at least now we've got a multicam professional recording of it. There were a couple of funny things about the show which have gotten a lot of attention. There was a mistake at the very start of the live stream. We didn't get the first part of Detroit Rock City. So for me it started when they were just coming down on the pods. For whatever reason, there's always technical errors. They actually went back and fixed it, so if you have the 72-hour watch time, you can go back and have a look at it, and it's all there. The You Wanted the Best, the intro, them coming down, it's all there now. So this stuff happens, and you know what? That's the one error that I can think of. Everything else went off perfectly. And for a live show, always there are things that go wrong. No strings were broken. No words were messed up. Hang on. No words were messed up unintentionally, and there were no overall mistakes. Now, due to what I assume is the rules in Dubai, when Gene does his bass solo, we didn't get him drooling blood because, of course, it's pretty obvious that he couldn't do it because of the restrictions. Fair enough. It was kind of a weird what's going on moment when he was kind of doing the act of drooling blood but not actually drooling blood. Something we'll probably never see again. So look, something new. Hey, maybe he'll work the non-drooling blood solo into the end of the road tour. They also switched up some lyrics. So they got censored in 100,000 Years. They couldn't say it must have been a bitch while I was gone. They had to change it to it must have been a trip. Although a lot of people are commenting on the fact that Paul actually maybe slipped up or maybe just went, whatever. And he did sing it the correct way. He sung bitch the very last time that line is sung. Gene also censored God of Thunder. The spell you're under will slowly rob you of your virgin soul was changed to, I believe it was, will slowly rob you of your sacred soul. Something like that. Sacred code, or I don't know. And there was another one in there somewhere as well. That's all fine. Something that isn't really getting much attention is right after Tommy's solo, when he shoots the rockets, he turns around and looks at Eric as to kind of wait for his cue to finish the song. And just when they hit the A chord and Eric hits the cymbals, a load of rockets come out of Tommy's headstock and you see Eric flinching. So if you haven't seen that, I advise you should go and check that out. It's kind of funny. Obviously it's very dangerous doing this kind of work, and it has to be completely choreographed and scripted, and you know exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. Look, I think Kiss put on a phenomenal performance. If they were to do another one again, they have my money. I'm there. This was really enjoyable. The best part for me was after I watched it, when it was fresh, I could then sit down and really focus on the show. I put on a pair of headphones and just listened, and it sounded so good. I wouldn't change the sonics of it. The bass sounded really good, the drums really strong, all the vocals are there, and a lot of people are commenting on the fact that there was no crowd, and that threw them off. That threw the viewers off, and it wasn't a complete spectacle for them because there was no crowd. I didn't care. I was part of the crowd, so were you. We were all at home. Yeah, there were some people there in Dubai in their hotel rooms and all of that. I was there to see the band. If there was no, does everybody feel good, and there was no big crowd response, it wasn't bothering me. I was listening to 100,000 Years, Strutter, Do You Love Me? And then I forgot about, it slipped my mind for whatever reason that they do Beth in this set. And it was the first time that I could really properly enjoy, because there hasn't been so many great videos on YouTube of them doing Beth on the end of the road tour. Not that I have seen, but I thoroughly enjoyed seeing them doing Beth, and that was so good. One thing as well is they're meant to, on the end of the road tour, Gene comes out from stage, whatever you call it, he comes out on Eric's right hand side, and Paul and Tommy come out from the other side, right at the end of the song, and they all meet at the piano. And they recreate the whole kind of Paul Lind ending from 76. Well, you see Eric finishing the song, and he's looking around like, where's Paul, where's Tommy? Gene comes from one side, and he kind of talks to him, and it's kind of like, what's going on, kind of a vibe, you know? And Paul and Tommy don't end up coming out, so that was kind of strange. You could see the whole kind of what's going on Eric's face, and I had it too. But look, it was live, it was cool. I liked the fact that it wasn't completely perfect. I'm really looking forward to it coming out as a physical copy. I'll be buying the DVD, and if it's played in theaters, I'm gonna be there. I really, really enjoyed this, and I feel that if Kiss tried, they couldn't have bettered this. Guys, this has been Tales of a Kiss Geek. I hope you all have a great day. Happy 2021. See you in the next one.
everybody, it's Bruce Kulick here, and you're watching Tales of a Kiss Geek.